Hi, welcome to my bedroom. This kind of feels surreal to say, but this is episode one of Dish and Life Unfiltered. I've been going back and forth about filming this episode. I'm excited, so nervous, feeling all of the emotions. It's so crazy, but here we are. I think part of why this feels surreal is because I really thought that my life would look different at 27. I kind of just always assumed that by 27 I would be somewhere else. I had a whole plan for myself, the career that I wanted. I had a vision of what I thought that my life would look like. Even though I may have had this whole version of adulthood in my head, this isn't exactly what it looked like for me, if that makes sense. But I think that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. This feels right. Hello, hello. If you're new here, I'm Dish. I've probably restarted this video like 3 times. So we're just gonna go with it. Hang in there with me, y'all. It's episode one. We will get the hang of this, I promise. But I'm so excited you guys are here. It's my podcast. If you know me, I've talked about this for years, but we're finally doing it. Anyways, let's be honest. The messy middle is that weird space where I'm not who I used to be. If you knew me, you know, there's a lot of growth there, but I'm also not who I'm becoming yet either. We thought that my life would look different at 27. I kind of just always assumed that by 27 I would be somewhere else. I had a whole plan for myself, the career that I wanted. I had a vision of what I thought that my life would look like, but life just has this funny way of working itself out. Sometimes I think that life shapes us into who we're meant to truly be. That's kind of what my life has done for me. But hey, I'm not complaining. It's totally okay. Even though I may have had this whole version of adulthood in my head, this isn't exactly what it looked like for me, if that makes sense. But I think that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. This feels right. I'm in what I can only describe as the messy middle. I'm not in the beginning. I'm not in a breakthrough. I'm in an in between. I have a feeling that I'm probably not the only one. Maybe I am. I don't know. I feel like I'm watching other people hit milestones while I'm just trying to emotionally regulate. Like, I find myself grieving a version of a life that never happened. The vision that I saw for myself, it never happened. And I grieve that sometimes. Does that ever happen for you guys? Or am I crazy? I feel like growth is cute in theory, but in real life, it can be like uncomfortable. Like I said, maybe I'm crazy, but there are chapters of my life that shaped me. I think you're going to see a lot of that on this podcast. And I was adopted. I lost my dad super young, becoming responsible at an earlier age than maybe I should have. I was in an abusive relationship. I went through extremely hard health challenges that they made me view my body in a different way. It also made me view life in a completely different. And I'm not sharing this for sympathy. I'm sharing it because I want those chapters to be shared to show that the woman I'm becoming was built through that. I survived things that I didn't think I would survive. For a long time, I think that I genuinely thought being in this messy middle, this in between season, meant that I was behind or falling behind. I saw my friends hitting milestones, and maybe I wasn't hitting those milestones, but I don't think that's punishment. I think that that's preparation. And it's crazy to think about, right? I know maybe you probably had a plan. Trust me, I had a plan, but sometimes the detour is the actual direction. Rebuilding isn't failure, It's alignment. You're rebuilding, and if you're grieving the timeline that you thought you'd have, like me, if you're pivoting your late 20s, early 30s, whatever it is, I think it's always important to remember that you're not behind. It's important to remember you're becoming. This is the messy middle. And we're going to walk through it together because felt alone walking through that, and you shouldn't feel alone. You shouldn't feel like you're falling behind. This messy middle is the transformation period of your life where people are going to say, wow, you've changed so much. They aren't even going to recognize you anymore. The person I was before I went through everything I did, is the person I am today. I think that people who knew me before wouldn't recognize who I am today. I don't even recognize who I am today sometimes. And that sounds insane. Maybe it doesn't, but the person I used to be would be so proud of who I am today. So if you're in the messy middle, hang in there and know that you're not alone. This podcast is for you. And we're going to have a lot of fun here. And I'm super excited. The podcast is going to be kind of all over the place. It's going to be a healing journey. It's going to be everything and more. I want conversations we actually have at 11 p.m. when we're being real. Again, tea times are coming. Be ready.